What is up, ladies, gentlemen, jury, and all those in between and beyond? I'm the Corrupted Judge. And yeah, this video is going to be a little bit different compared to what other stuff that we do. And of course, I don't use scripts. Screw that. I freaking wing it. On April 19th at 4:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Second Circle developer put out an announcement on their Discord, as well as putting it right after on Twitter, that the production will be going on hiatus for the next little while. And I can understand why. I wasn't going to really make a topic about this, but when I noticed that they were doing it on Twitter as well, I figured I might as well give my 2 cents on it. Second Circle has been a very popular series on my channel for the longest time. As of right now, it is the most popular and most viewed series on my channel. And most people have been waiting for me to continue the story once the update comes out. With this quote-unquote hiatus that's going on, who knows how long it's going to be. The Second Circle dev states that they're going through their own personal stuff as well as emotional and physical problems. And I can understand that wholeheartedly as somebody who's also dealing with mental, emotional, as well as some physical stuff. So I 100% understand why they want to put the entire production on hold in order to take care of everything. However, something else that they said in the announcement also kind of stuck with me. The Helltaker fandom in itself is a shadow of what it once was roughly 5 years ago when the game first came out back in 2020 at the start of the pandemic, more or less. That aside, Van Ripper did very good launching the game in 2020 when all any of us could do was just sit inside and play games. Helltaker in itself has been one of my drives for the longest of times. Back when my ex first told me about it, well, now ex, and I played the game a little. Well, I didn't play the game a little bit. I did a little bit of research and I slowly fell in love with the game. First time ever playing it was on the channel 3 years after the game came out. However, I didn't find out about the game until 2 years after it came out. And it's been my drive on the channel for the longest time. I mean, more than, I'd say, 60-70% of my channel is nothing more than Helltaker based. The game itself, fan games, mods, you name it, I play it. It makes me question, like, yeah, it's a former... what's the words I'm looking for? It's a shadow of its former self, and it makes me question how long I can keep going with Helltaker-based content until eventually I am unable to do it anymore. Yeah, there's still a lot of people out there who enjoy the Helltaker fandom, T.E. Lawrence being one of them, even though he's planning on moving on to other things. Congrats, by the way, to 300 subs. I recently watched your video. Thanks for the shout out. Check the description for T.E. Lawrence, guys. He does a lot of Helltaker analysis, like on whether they're worth it or not, what's wrong with them, everything like that. I highly, highly recommend it, and eventually they are going to be coming out with a tier list of their own design. So hopefully you guys can go ahead and check him out. As time goes on, I slowly start to realize that there's less and less Helltaker-based content out there. Yeah, there are some people doing a couple of other fan games. Aside from Second Circle, we have the Azazel's Tale, which is still in its beta, by the way, by Hellish Pancake Entertainment, and I've been trying to play it. However, I recently stopped because I want to do it for live streams, which I will be doing again soon, soonish, more or less. Maybe within the next week I'll be doing a couple live streams where I can try and do it. But at the same time, I kind of want it as a fallback in case I officially run out of content. Because I am almost done playing the mods and fan games. Second Circle is once again on its paused development, so that's going to be set aside. I'm currently trying to finish up Awaria, and then we are just left with the beta as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I know on itch.io there are like probably a couple of other ones in there. I know there's like another type of story game on itch.io. However, I believe it's all in French, and unfortunately I can't play it unless there is an English translation. Which the developer, I believe, said that they were working on, but that was nothing more than 2-3 years ago, which I believe they probably already forgot about the project. Now I'm here wondering what it is I'm going to be doing for the future once all the Helltaker content has been used up. And I've been trying to diverse myself by playing other games, because this is something that my brother, HighViper01, I'll leave a link in the description to his channel as well, this is something that he also brought up to me, because eventually all fandoms die at some point. Yes, there are some with a big legacy, Call of Duty, Destiny, that's probably not the best example, Halo. There's like a bunch of different games out there with its own following. Even Ruby, especially RWBY by Rooster Teeth, which has now more or less shut down and been brought back to life, they have a fandom that dies, resurrects, and dies again because of everything that they do. Now, Viz has the rights to it, and they're slowly trying to bring it all back. So I've been playing other games on the side, like not just Helltaker based, because I need to diverse myself once all the content is dried up. Which is why I play Mii's side, which is why I try and do some live streams and recordings for Goddess of Victory Nikke, which, by the way, the 2.5 anniversary is coming out, and we will be doing at least a month worth of videos on that. Maybe. It depends on if the minigame works as well. I do it... It's hard to picture the future of this channel without any Helltaker content in it. But at the same time, I can only take it so far. Yeah, Awaria is made by Van Ripper, but it is not Helltaker. It is its own thing. And it won't be long until people start modding it and making their own fandoms and everything like that. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody took Team 133 and decided to make their own thing, like Team 134 or something like that, and to start making a second circle variant to Awaria. I haven't finished it, I don't know any spoilers, so I don't know how it ends, but it would be interesting to see what they would do after the events of it, of the Tunnel Runner. Something that I've been debating on going back to. You guys may not know this, or maybe you do, I don't know, because it's a very old channel and I think I deleted it. There was a channel that I had where I focused so much on DDLC content. The original game, mods, fan games, kind of what I do here with Helltaker. And I lost a lot of the memory playing that, which is why I played the DDLC Plus over on the channel a long time ago. And I'm debating on playing it again. Once the Helltaker stuff dries up, I've been debating on whether or not to do some DDLC content. DDLC is almost 10 years old. I believe it came out in 2017, give or take, something like that. And I've been debating on putting out content for that. Because I recently found a USB drive with all of the mods and fan games that I used to have back then. To the point where I even have mods that are no longer available to the public, apparently, because they were removed. Why were they removed? I honestly have no idea. One such mod is the Doki Doki No Exit or something like that, or Exit Music, I believe it was. It's a mod in regards to working with Natsuki's side. I don't know why it was removed. As far as I can remember, it doesn't have anything too explicit, but I have it. And I can play it. I believe there was a gentleman I gave it to many years ago who asked for it because he too used to do DDLC content. He wanted the Exit Music one but found out it was no longer available. But luckily for me, because I'm a hoarder, I kept all the original files and I have DDLC Exit Music. And because Natsuki, I believe, was his favorite, he really wanted to play it, and so I gave it to him. Now here I am debating on reigniting that spark. Because DDLC, I guess you could say, was my first PC gaming love. I loved it. It was fun. It was perfect psychological horror, and it was amazing. I honestly wish that you could forget and go back and play it again. Everybody's got a game that they want to go back and try to remember it for the first time, or re-experience it for the first time. And that, for me, is DDLC. Yeah, Helltaker's fun and everything. Like, I would love to re-experience that again. But I could always rewatch the old series, the first series I ever did. Granted, it's not as good as the content that I put out now because I recorded those at like 1, 2 in the morning when everybody in my house was asleep and I didn't want to wake them up. Even though I would get texts from my brother saying that I was still being too loud as I was doing it. But I don't know. Finding out that Second Circle is going to pause production for who knows how long. It could be another year, it could be another 2 years. And to Team 133 and the dev, they can take as much time as they want. I am no rush. I understand like a lot of people are impatient and everything like that. But I know there are a couple of like Second Circle mods out there that I could probably play. I can even go back and play the original, like I think 1.0 mod mock-up of it. Because I think I have a mod that still contains it, I just don't touch the mod. The purpose of this video is pretty much just to discuss what I want to do in the future of this channel. Because, like I said, with T.E. Lawrence, he's going to start moving away from Helltaker content and start moving and doing something else, which I can wholeheartedly respect and agree with. Because the fandom can dry up at any time at this point. Yeah, there are people that are doing a lot of fan art and everything like that, but at this point, it's nothing but Rule 34, and I don't do that on my channel anymore. It's weird to think about. I never thought I'd be doing YouTube as long as I have now, and honestly, I thought I would have stopped after like a year and a half. But here I am, about 2 years strong, if not longer, like 2.5 years strong. I think the 3-year anniversary of this channel is in November, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. The future of this channel will be unknown, but at the very least, I'm hoping to keep a lot of you around, even when I stop doing Helltaker content. I know there's a lot other games out there, like I said. Heck, I know that Hacker Striker has been working on a Helltaker-based tabletop game over on Steam on Tabletop Simulator, which I've been meaning to check out. However, I just don't want to pay for the game yet. Money's a little bit scarce, given a lot of stuff that I have to be doing. Like I said, I know this video isn't exactly similar to what it is I normally do, but I figured I'd give my 2 cents and my opinions on everything that's going on and what I hope to do in the channel. If you guys are interested in me doing like all that DDLC content, like I said, I got the mods, I got the fan games, I have all of that. It's all up to you guys. I'm not going to make you guys watch something that you don't want to watch. You're free to do whatever you please. Like I said, I don't do scripts for these kind of videos. I just wing it and I speak my own mind. It's just who I am. It's just how I do things. So I apologize to any storytelling YouTubers who watch this and just cringe at the fact that I'm just doing my own thing and improvising. On April 26th will be the last video to come out. I believe it's going to be a me side video, and from there it's going to be nothing but Nikkei content until the 2.5 anniversary content has completely been used up. With all that said, I'm the Korrupted Judge, and if you guys are wondering who designed these new PNG sprite models, you can thank none other than T.E. Lawrence. I hired him to do some work for me. Granted, it was a lot more than I thought it would be, but at the same time, given my previous artist, it ain't too bad. I really like how these sprites came out, and I can't wait to work with him again in regards to these. If you guys want to go ahead and subscribe to him, and like I said, I will leave his channel link in the description. You guys can go ahead and check him out. Go onto his Patreon, go give him money, make him popular, help him reach 1,000 subs. Granted, I'm not even at 500, but he's well deserving of 1,000 subs. And yeah, with all that said, I'm the Korrupted Judge, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay corrupted.